Yo, it's Andre Webley. Welcome to My Block. I'm going to be the host of this podcast. This is where you're going to get some documentation of my life, my business, as well as getting some healthy tips and tricks that will help you benefit starting with your body and mind. You ready for this? Let's get it.
Yeah, it's time for that, man. It's time for that. I don't even know where I'm going with this shit. Picture me chillin', a youngin' plotting and dreaming he can achieve millions. Humble, but I know that this skill will be deemed brilliant. Damn it, I brag. Blocked out any urge to use them tablets, no iPad. And I had shorts under my jeans like 21 can break out anywhere. Ends low, aspire to bring them higher than chandeliers. Got a gut feeling like I been drinking plenty beer. I know some niggas watching and plotting, but I can't have no fear. Bitch, I come from the field, give you something to feel. Ain't fucking with no ass shots, I need something that's real. The hottest nigga bringing you an abundance of chills.
More often, I'm trying to eat more healthier, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and I, just like some positive influences, and
like you gotta support me, just like when I'm around you, just be positive.
Yeah, and you legit like laughed in my face,
Mm-hmm.
You getting skinny, you trying to lose weight. You'll never do that shit.
Yeah.
That I find funny how people like you want to work out and are trying to eat healthy when you're just fat.
Yeah, like that's a no-go in my book.
Dude, and I was just like, what the fuck is your problem? Like,
yeah, that literally kills people's self-esteem. Like,
I joke around, you joke around, that's fine, but when it comes to something like this, like, I expect you, as a best friend as well, for you to be supporting me and shit. And he was like, oh, I just find that really funny. I don't think that's gonna happen, whatever. I was like, alright, well, it's funny because I'm ending this right now. You and me, we're in no go number, man. I'm done. Like, I don't want to be around people who are gonna be just being negative all the damn time and not showing any, like, I'm at that point where that's all I want. Like, I'm going forward in life with positiveness, no longer negative. Because I myself at one point was also negative.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it anymore. I just want to do what I have to do with best for my family. And if the people in my circle want to be in my circle, so that's awesome.
That's
but if
plus.
not, then get out.
Yeah.
I'm going forward. That's all I'm going to do from here on out.
In all seriousness, dude, like, we don't need people like that in our lives. That shit kills me when I have clients and somebody in their life is being a naysayer, and I'm just like, that's not cool. Like, whether it's your parents, whether your spouse, your brother, your sister, best friend, like, if somebody's telling you you can't do something, you don't need to be around them, because all it's going to do is it's gonna tear out of your heart, and it hurts. Like, when somebody says you can't do that, you feel your heart drop just a little bit. You're tugging at your heartstrings, and that shit is not fun. This shit is not fair. I would never tell anybody you can't do this.
Especially someone that I care about so much, and like we've been together through a lot, and for you to start saying shit like that, like that.
Like, dude, I could fucking die from this, and you were making a joke, dude. Like, no, like I'm really trying to be healthy, and like, it's the reason why I separated myself from so many things, like, whether it was video games, whether it was just hanging out with people. Like, I need to get to the place I need to get to. Like, I can count a handful of times where this last year I probably played games like 20 times this year. Like, just
I stopped. Like, if you look at my account right now, you're gonna see all for like, I don't know, longer than all somewhere.
Yeah.
And like every now and then I'll get on, but just to watch like a movie, and that's it.
Yeah, like I
dude,
literally got so angry, not angry, but so like determined to do what I got to do. Like, I started playing video games one day. I literally got I had waited like 15 minutes to get into a match, first of all. Right?
I would have gave up.
I got into the game, and then I killed like 2 or 3 people. I was playing Star Wars. Like, I killed like 2 or 3 people, and then I literally turned the game off completely. I was like, I can't be doing this right now. Like, there's something else I need to be doing. And whether it was reading, whether it was being on the computer, whether it was just sitting down and thinking of a plan, like, that's what I need to do. I know sometimes video games are a coping mechanism for me, but they're only a coping mechanism when I'm tired, when I don't need to do anything else, when that's the last thing I need to do until tomorrow. You know what I mean? I've gotten everything done possible. I'd much rather watch something than to use my time to play video games. You know what I mean? Because even if I'm watching something, whatever the hell I'm doing, I know that I could be doing something better, or I could be doing more of something.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta slow down in a way, because that's all I think about. You know, from when I get up to when I go to sleep. And I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I'll go to sleep at 10, 11 o'clock, maybe even 12. And all day I'll just be thinking about getting this work done, like moving forward, getting this progress. And like, if I'm doing this all day, there's no reason why I can't be successful. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it all day, but this is the only thing I can think about. You know what I mean? It's the only thing I can think about. I think about exercising. I think about doing work. Right now, what's on my plate, what's on the forefront, is actually doing the work, getting the work done, because that's going to free so much time up for me, so I can go and work out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about it, because everything is paid for, everything is handled, and I can just, I'll have the freedom to do it whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want, dude. I just want to be happy. I want to live a fulfilling life. I don't want to waste time on things that don't make sense.
Yeah. That's true.
Don't make sense for me to be sitting down and playing video games at this moment. Like, it's the reason why I sold my PlayStation, because it doesn't make sense for me to have it. Like, it's nice playing it, don't get me wrong, but like, there's things right now I'd much rather invest in. Like, I spent like over the last week, probably spent like $30 on alcohol, like I just say within the last 2 weeks. I spent like $30 on alcohol. I could have bought 6 t-shirts, you know, and got them praying on for about like $90. $30 for the t-shirt, $60 for the price. I'm just like, dude, that right there is just paying for yourself in the future. And it's just setting yourself up to be successful. Like, the choices that we make they're made for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, they're either going to help you or they're not. Sometimes, yeah, it's nice to take care of yourself. It's nice, like, I'll have a beer every now and then. But when something's on my mind and it hasn't been done, that beer doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, I shouldn't, like, I'm drinking it, and I'm just like, yeah, it's alright, but shouldn't be having this. I can't even enjoy it. It's like not even as satisfying as it should be. I'll wake up the next morning, and if I'm feeling groggy, like, I'm just like, definitely wasn't worth it. Like, there's times where I've gotten up feeling fantastic, and I'm like, okay, cool, but my stomach could be all jacked up. I was like, not gonna do that again. And then there's some times where my stomach wouldn't be jacked up, but I'd be groggy, and I'm just like, fuck, like, I don't need this right now. Like, it's gonna take me a whole 3 or 4 hours to recover and be alright with my life. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, those 3 or 4 hours that I'm using, I could have been doing something else. I could have been cooking, I could have been talking to people. Somebody could have called me, and I could have had a way better conversation than I would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so there's so many things going on through my head that if I'm not doing this, either somebody else is, or I'm never going to do it. Like, I have to get it done, because tomorrow's not promised to you.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta live your day one day at a time.
yeah, for real, man. And I feel like I'm living that shit like a million miles per hour. Like, I'm just doing so much, and like, sometimes I'm just like, dude, it's alright. You can take a break. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you're not even there yet, you know. And I was watching something from Gary Vee today. It's very interesting, and it's funny because I've been gearing myself up for August this whole time, because this is like a year now, right? This is a whole entire year that I've been doing this. And he goes, August is the time where you need to like triple down on what you're doing. You need to be able to maximize everything that you're doing. Like, if you're doing a podcast, you need to be able to do more of it. If you're doing fitness, you need to be able to do more of it, because this is the same time where people start to get tired. The winter is starting to come through. People have been doing this all fucking year. You know what I mean? Like, people like me, people like you, been doing this all fucking year, been working their ass off all year. Some people go through it and muscle through it. Some people just like, I'm gonna take a reprieve, which is fine, because that's what we talked about. Like, it's fine taking care of yourself, but you gotta make sure that you don't spend that entire month of August just not making sure that you're moving forward. Like, it's nice taking care of yourself, yeah, but fuck, dude, there's a whole 31 days in this month, 30 days in this month. Take 20 of them and do it for yourself. And in between those days, you know, pick one day to take like 3 or 4 hours. Do something that is going to move you forward. Every 2 days, do something that's going to make you go forward. And you'll see by like when the 30 days finally pass, like, at least you're not damn, I gotta get back into this. Like, I was having such a good time on
Yeah.
vacay. Like, no, like, you need to be able to work. And I'm not saying to work tirelessly, but work efficiently. And I don't know how much I could break that down, but it's almost like you have a car, or yeah, this is what I like to say. I have a bucket, right? I want it to be full. I want it to be fulfilled. Like, the bucket is my life,
Yeah.
right? And this is my life force. I have a small leak at the bottom. That's like 10%, maybe even 20% is just going out the bottom. And instead of trying to increase my capacity by throwing more water in the bucket or buying a new bucket, how about I fix the things that are wrong in my life? You know, minimize the weaknesses that I have, right? So turn that 20 to 10, turn that 10 into 7, turn that 7 into 5, and that 5 into 2, and then maybe somewhere along the line, it becomes 1. You know what I mean? And then it becomes 0. Now, instead of getting a bigger bucket to increase my capacity, I just sealed the hole that was leaking, and now I have 20% more than I had before, without having to keep dumping water in it. You know, like, I'm doing the things that I need to do at the bottom level, so my my level of waste is very minimal. I'm not going to get more things and then add more waste, because with more things comes more responsibility, comes more things I have to do. And then if I'm not doing all that and getting it done, like, that 20% literally just opened to 25 because I didn't take care of the things I wanted to do, because I wanted to add 30 more percent to my fucking capacity. It doesn't make sense to get a bigger well if you still have the same leak. One or two things are going to happen. Either that leak is going to get bigger, or you're going to fucking patch it. One of the two things is going to happen. Like, you start adding more water to anything, is like a balloon. Like, a balloon can only be filled so much. You got a hole in your balloon, you know, your balloon's kind of full, alright, cool. But as soon as you start adding more water into that balloon starts to expand, that hole starts to get bigger, and then that eventually, boom. Like, we gotta be able to take care of our shit, man. And take care of our weaknesses, man. Like, just the mental health, mental awareness, spiritual health, spiritual awareness, physical health, physical awareness. Like, those are all things we could fix, opposed to go getting a Band-Aid by getting a drink, by getting a Band-Aid by...
It may work.
Yeah, it may work for temporary, like, temporary satisfaction is cool, but not that cool. You know what I mean?
After a while, you know, you start regretting.
Yeah, like, temporary for a whole 30 months isn't... You're like, damn, what did I do? Like, this whole time, I've been bandaging this injury instead of cleaning it, nursing it, and letting it catch air.
Yeah.
And now I still feel the same. Now this shit is festering, because now I'm upset because I did all this stuff for the last 30 days, and it didn't add up to anything. I just masked it. And then I stopped drinking, and then I figure out that, fuck, oh shit. Like, now I'm upset that I wasted my time. I wasted a whole 30 days not doing anything. Or thinking I did something. And then at the end of the day, it's just I have nothing to show for that besides fucking wound.
That's true. You good?
Yeah.
Have some water. We're gonna take a quick break. Can't fucking pause this shit, so.
Oh, was you recording?
No. I mean, want me to.
No, that's alright.
It's too late already. That's what I cooked for. Wow, it's really stupid. Man, how long have we been talking on that one subject?
Dude, that had to be like 20 minutes.
Well, you said we had like a good half an hour already to begin with.
Yeah, that was 24 minutes.
And
Yeah, so.
Dude, I'm just happy that, like, you actually took the step to do what you did. Like, cause that right there is growth in itself. A lot of people just get stuck in the bullshit.
yeah, they're scared.
Scared
like,
and content, but
dude, like
we're all
there's-
fucking scared, man.
Yeah. There's people in there that have degrees, yo. Degrees.
Where?
Law enforcement, fucking real estate, fucking lawyers. Dude,
They have what you want, and you have what they want. Like you got the job, but you got what I want. You got the certification, you got the license, you got the things that I want in my life, and you're not taking advantage of it.
They're in there, they're putting in 10 years, 20 years, like, what the fuck? Like, I get it, you're scared. You're scared, you don't want to take the initiative because this job right now is giving you the money you need, the benefits, but
The stability.
what about, like,
What about you?
yeah, like, is this really making you happy? Is this really, like, helping your family out in the long run?
Yeah.
Not just because I'm getting money, getting, I don't know, long-term disability.
Because
like,
you're fucking paying the bills every day. It's the same thing. Like essentially, your situation is the prime example. Like, you spent so much time working just to pay the bills. Everything you wanted, I could afford. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that doesn't make people happy. You know what I mean? It's temporary. Yeah, thank you for buying me those roses. But you know what? I'd much rather would have had on Valentine's Day. I'd much rather have had you at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather have spent that time with you to do the things that we always talk
even
about.
if you're at home, like, we're getting popcorn, doing, like, a little...
The little
movie thing.
shit.
Yeah, like, or going outside and roasting marshmallows or some shit, you know, like, those things count more than me getting roses and me
Yeah.
getting, like, fucking a banquet. You know, it's cool and all.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. It's just gonna die, but.
But yeah, like, and yeah, I'm working on myself, becoming a better person. You know, I'm trying to progress myself as a human being, and
You are progressing as a human being.
you know, I'm just trying to do what's best for everyone, or not everyone, but you know.
In order to do what's best for everybody, yes. Like, you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean? And one thing that I can say that you have the benefit of, or people who have kids who have the benefit of, is that your kids are always gonna love you no matter what. Like, no matter how much bullshit my mom put me through, how much bullshit she put my siblings through, we always come to her and we always talk, we always have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what we've been through, I'm always gonna love her. I'm always gonna love my dad. You know, so whether my dad was broke and he wanted to be an English teacher or a history teacher or a college professor, if he just wanted to be on Jeopardy, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, one day you will.
I told him that when we were younger. He used to sit down and he used to just answer the questions. Like, before the people would write it down, he'd be like,
What is Christopher Columbus?
yeah, right? Like, damn, Seuss, good. I only know like the Dr. Seuss ones.
Cat in my hat, got it.
Red fish, blue fish.
Green
One
eggs and
fish.
ham.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for stopping by. If you loved the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, then hit the dislike button. If nobody's told you guys today, I'm telling you. Why? Because I love you. I love you. That's wrong. Thank you all. And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for stopping by. We're over 800 episodes downloaded, and I'm super happy about that because we only have 20 episodes in. You guys have given me the confirmation to keep going. Thank you so much. If nobody's telling you this today or ever in your lifetime, I'm telling you right now. I love you. Thank you so much. You all deserve to be amazing, and you all need to go out and crush your day, your night, whatever you're doing in your life. You need to go and completely obliterate it. I don't care if you need to be obsessed with it. I don't care if you need to take time away just for you to be you. You need to be able to harness what's deep inside your heart because it makes so much sense to do what you love. Take that and run with it. I love you all. Thank you for stopping by.